The lazy man. Most people think sloth is just laziness, but the Hebrew meaning goes deeper: to delay, to hesitate, to postpone your calling. The downfall of the sluggard is not always rebellion. Most of the time, it is avoidance. Avoidance of pain, avoidance of responsibility, avoidance of purpose. The sluggard would rather stay comfortable than become the man God created him to be. Because since the beginning of time, man was made to work. Genesis 2:5 says, "For there was no man to work the ground." Think about that. Before Adam was ever formed, there was work already waiting for him. God created man with a responsibility in mind. So who are we to go against God and remove those responsibilities God himself assigned to us? You cannot pray for blessing and purpose while running from labor. You cannot ask God for impact while avoiding discipline. There is a level of maturity, stewardship, and endurance required to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. And work teaches dependency on God. Labor teaches humility. And responsibilities teach surrender. And when you reject those responsibilities, you are also rejecting inheritance. Look at Esau, Abraham's grandson, Isaac's firstborn, a man born into blessing. Yet he traded his birthright for a bowl of soup. At first glance, that just sounds ridiculous. But there is a truth hidden in plain sight that pierces straight to the heart of the sluggard. Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright now." And Esau answered, "I'm about to die. What good is my birthright to me?" There it is. The heart of the sluggard. So consumed by temporary discomfort, he sacrificed eternal significance. Esau lived life exhausted. He was empty, restless, and spiritually careless. And because he didn't see a vision for his future, he traded something sacred for something temporary. And that is the cycle so many people live in today. They wake up tired. They live life distracted. They numb themselves with constant comfort. They consume endless entertainment. They avoid growth because growth hurts. And little by little, they trade their calling for convenience. And then one day they look around and they have nothing to show for their life but hurt knees and gray hair, and they get mad at the world for it. But it was never that life was too hard. The issue was that they never seized it. Slothfulness is not harmless. It is an insult to the breath God placed into man. God did not breathe life into you so that you could waste your life scrolling, hiding, consuming, and avoiding responsibility. And most people avoid those responsibilities because they were pain avoidant. But the good news is, Jesus went before us in suffering. He carried the cross ahead of us. So honor that sacrifice by opening up your hands to whatever he calls you to steward, whether it's over little or much. Be faithful in it. Stop disqualifying yourself because you feel inadequate. Let's look at the parable of talents in the book of Matthew. A servant, three servants, and a master lived on this property, I'm assuming. And the master was going on a long journey, and he entrusted his servants with a responsibility before he left. To one servant, he gave 5 talents. To another, he gave 2. And to the last one, he gave 1. And the first 2 servants went to work immediately, and they multiplied what they were given. But the last servant hid his talent in the ground. till the master returned. Why? Fear. He blamed the master for being too hard. And the servant hid before he ever even tried. And that's what sloth does. It buries potential. It buries gifts. It buries purpose. The servant reduced himself before he ever even tried. How many people are you even doing that right now? God has given you enough breath, enough talents, enough gifts, but you are so focused on what you lack, you never even move. And when you are constantly saying to yourself that you're not enough, that you're not given enough, what you're really saying is God made a mistake, and God doesn't make mistakes. This is the same God that took 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish and multiplied them to feed 5,000. So stop running from your calling because you feel small. Trust God. Give God your little. Give God your obedience. Give God your effort. And watch Him multiply all that you place into His hands. Because God is not asking you to be perfect. He is asking you to be faithful. Faithful over your time, faithful over your gifts, faithful over your responsibilities. You have to love working with God to share all of your small human abilities so that He can see you being faithful over little, so that He can set you over much. And instead of running from responsibilities, walk. Slowly walk with diligence. Small steps, daily obedience, consistent effort, and watch God turn those small steps into large leaps. Thank you for listening to the Honest Brother podcast. I am your host, Bradley Alfieri. And if this sermon on sloth resonated with you, or you're thinking that friend of yours needs to get a pick-me-up, then please send this to them. And I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe. God bless you, and thank you for joining the Honest Brother family.